वीडियो में बताने वाला हूँ कि क्या तुम्हें TCS R&I जो रिसर्च इनोवेशन है वो ज्वाइन करना चाहिए कि नहीं। देखो TCS जो भी IITs NITs ट्रिपल IITs इन जगहों से हायर करती है उनके दो प्रोफाइल होते हैं, TCS R&I एंड TCS R&D. TCS R&D is exclusively for the research labs inside the TCS, and they are actually doing a lot of core research work related to AI ML or industrial engineering or different types of field related to computer science or engineering field. So they are the actual research team, and they have the mentors related to who have the PhD degree in this field, and they have also done good research from the foreign or the elite colleges of India like IITs, NITs, triple IITs or TIFER or ISC Bangalore, this type of institute. But this R&D profile and R&I profile are entirely different. And what when the students actually join the TCS, they used to think that, and I was also even thinking that R&I and R&D are the same thing, and we are going to the part of the research team. But actually R&I is the entirely different thing, and you will be actually disappointed by knowing that what's the difference between R&D and R&I. So as part of R&I, which is research innovation, you will not be the part of R&D labs. So TCS R&D labs are totally different, and they hire, the team actually goes for hiring inside the TCS, inside the campuses of India like IITs, NITs, triple IITs or Tier 1 institute. So when you are specifically, if you have been interviewed by your resource team from the TCS R&D labs, then actually you are going to the R&D team. And obviously when the TCS comes for the campus, they actually release a job profile with the name of TCS R&D, not the R&I. So what is this particular R&I? So as the part of R&I, just let me tell you what's the reality behind this R&I, because it's something that you will be not expecting when you will join the TCS. The thing is that TCS has three bands for the fresher: TCS Ninja, TCS Digital, and TCS Innovator. This TCS Ninja, TCS Digital are getting paid a low band of salary. Obviously, in the TCS Ninja, I think they're 3.5 to 4, obviously, and TCS Digital from 7 to 7.5. And in the TCS Innovator for the PG, they pay 11.5 lakhs fixed package. Okay. So आप ऐसा समझ सकते हो कि TCS R&I is something like doing the same work that this Ninja and Digital are doing, but you are getting the high amount of payment. So when I joined TCS R&I was expecting that I will be the part of the TCS R&D labs, but obviously I was not the part of TCS R&D labs. I was the part of TCS AWS business unit, and at that particular time I realized that this is not the R&D unit, because I was assigned the support project. You know, like a person coming from IIT having a good skills. Obviously the skills I had in the AIML is actually so proven and actually a very good project, but they assigned me a very what you can say, a support project only. So on the first day I started fighting कि I'm not going to be the part of this support project. So exclusively in the last video of the TCS related, I told I will be telling you the story of this, how actually I got into the this support project. And specifically for telling this video, I wanted to make a video on this R&I and R&D difference. Okay, so next thing what happened with me is that they realized that this means I realized that I'm not the part of this research team. So exclusively told I'm not going to work for you anymore, and I'll be just I will try to get out of this team because I can't work here, because in my offer letter it was written that I will be the part of the research team. So what happens that I exclusively told my project manager within the single day, and also I told my the RMG person ki obviously, you know, like obviously I was just trying to be blunt, because I was shocked ki I was hired for the research profile and they're tagging me a support project. So I was very blunt, and I was just obviously I had a little bit of anger also. So I told ki I'm not going to be the part of this team, and I can't work in this support project. So she asked me, okay, why are you doing this? Because everyone who got tagged to the project is actually working the project, but now you are telling that you can't be the part of this team. So I told ki in my offer letter it has been written ki you will be part of the resource team, and why are you tagging me to this particularly support project? So she asked for the copy of my offer letter, and she told me, okay, this is something that I cannot handle. So obviously she just transferred this thing to her senior, and they told me actually you will be assigned a good project. But thing is that I had not heard anything for next 3 weeks, and I was also not doing my part. The next thing that happened is that I started connecting with the different TCS R&D labs person through there is inside TCS internal, and on the TCS internal MS team you can actually connect to any person. There I just started connecting with different scientists, and I came to know that they are actually, when they asked for my profile, they heard my story and they asked for my profile. I sent them my resume, and they saw the resume, and they told me, okay, your profile is very relevant to our team, and they will try to get me back into the TCS R&D lab. But that time what happened that they were interested, they took my interview, they were interested, and they left this matter to the HR. But HR there also did something that I was not expecting. She actually tricked me somehow so that I did not got into the R&D labs. Okay, and she told ki you are actually going to the research innovation team of the TCS Analytics and Insight. Since I was new and I was not knowing ki, okay, what's the difference between this research innovation unit and research and development team. So I told ki, okay, it may be some other research unit, so obviously I want to be the part of research unit, so that thing is actually acceptable for me. So she told it ki we actually can't give you anything, but obviously if you are so much insisting, then we can assign to the research innovation team the TCS Analytics and Insight unit. So I got the TCS Analytics and Insight unit, and the first day I just got a call from them, and they were talking about such big things like, have you worked on GAN, have you worked on computer vision, these type of things. So actually I was new to the computer vision at that time, but obviously I had a little bit of exposure, so I told you, okay, I can work. So there what happened that they just took my interview and assigned me to a different team of the Analytics Insight unit, and there I started working on a research project. So that particular person was actually very good, and he actually helped me getting a lot of things better, and we actually did a paper together in the reinforcement learning and computer vision. So that was the best part happened with me in the TCS, and that was only the best part happened with me inside the TCS. So at that time I also came to know from him that okay, TCS actually had a very different unit, different labs there, and obviously we are not a part of core research lab. So that's the lab that I was talking about, TCS R&D lab. Actually that's totally different from on the research unit that I was in. At that time what I did is when means that was the research innovation unit of Analytics and Insight unit, but that team I also did not like, because when I just joined my original team I found that many person does not have a good exposure to data science. They have experience but they don't have a good exposure. So that was the time when I was hurt, and at that time I started looking for opportunities, because means I had just fed up from getting to the place. So just I started looking for out, and now I'm just switching next month, and I'll be joining some other company for the R&D teams. And but thing is that what have been expecting from the TCS R&D is actually totally different. TCS R&D is not the same as TCS R&D, and if you are just expecting some research work inside a TCS R&D, that maybe if you are lucky you can may get some research work, but mostly it will be client based project, or if you are so in bad luck, then you may be assigned maybe a support project also. So just choose wisely, because I already told in the last video like how not to get into the support project. But obviously if you just got tricked into support project, just fight for your right, because obviously if you are innovator profile, I know you have a good understanding of the subject knowledge, and at that point of time just don't get tagged into the support project. Just try to get into a development project or any good project. Obviously research is not something that you will be part of. I just fight a lot and got into research team, but obviously this is not actually also a cool research team, and that the research lab that is actually happening inside the TCS. So TCS R&D labs are totally different, and they have the very good people. Obviously they have, obviously at least they are MTech from IITs or some elite institute, IC Bangalore or some foreign institute. Obviously most of the head or the senior members are PhD from IITs, foreign institute, and they are actually publishing in top tier conferences. If you are part of any R&D hiring or research innovation hiring, just make sure that you are just make sure if you are going to the R&D labs or not, because just don't get tricked, because like you just waste a lot of time. Inside my 9 months of TCS till now, I have not worked 9 months. I wasted a lot of my time because I was not in the right team, I was not with the right person. So obviously I got a research project to do, because that particular my mentor was good, but obviously when just I got back into my original research innovation unit of Analytics Insight, I was just not happy with the team. Obviously it may happen that you may like the team also, but sometimes you may also not like the team. But obviously I'm not I may be biased because of my like I'm searching for a IT degree persons, or some person who actually have some good knowledge about the things. So it's all about you. Obviously I did not like the things here, and that's why I'm switching. And just make sure that you get to the good project, because there are a lot of things, a lot of opportunities still inside out of the TCS. And the worst part about the TCS is that if they don't actually differentiate between a digital ninja innovator profile, whether you're coming from IT, they will just get tagged into a support project also. So that's a very bad part. Actually, we want to make a fuss about the particular thing, but things that just get active, be responsible, and just try to find a good project for yourself, and just don't get tricked by anyone. Okay, just keep your eyes and ears open, just analyze everything, and then do the things. So I will be just sharing my obviously a lot of things is with me to share about the TCS and my particular journey with TCS, so that you also don't get a lot of this type of make this type of mistake and get into some wrong project. Okay, so that's all about this video. I'll just tell you more story about TCS also. Thanks for watching.